What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Amalgam Show. I'm one of your hosts, Keena Johnson, alongside Dean.
Hello.
Nathaniel.
Howdy.
And Kyron.
Sup?
We're brothers.
Oh. Did you know they're brothers?
Oh, yeah.
What'd you say?
Shit.
Did you know you're brothers?
No.
Oh,
I forgot.
shit.
In that 1 second.
Dropping the truth bomb.
The Amalgam Show, where we get together and talk about pop culture and all the nerdy things we care about.
And then get together.
Yeah.
No, we get together first and then talk about the nerdy stuff. We don't talk about it and then come. That'd be weird. This week's topic is going to be just a little bit different. We're going to have 4 segments.
I really hope none of our parents ever see.
That's why we haven't shared this on Facebook.
Guys, look at this.
I'm gonna share this on Facebook one day. It'll happen.
I'm going to edit everything out.
We're gonna get a bunch of.
I'm gonna edit myself out. Just in general.
Have you removed that video of me rapping the intro?
Yeah,
You said you didn't care if it was up or not.
No, I said I do care, and I don't
think
care.
You did remove it though, didn't you?
I said I don't care if it's up as a private video.
Okay. I don't think I heard that last
How to
time.
ruin any future prospects.
That's all right.
Yeah, no, because it hasn't for any other YouTube.
I'm going to get rid of it now.
Saying the N-word multiple times.
All right, we don't have to say what it was, Kyron.
Kyron, now I have to edit this out.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
No, it's just a good teaser. If you followed our channel properly, you'd know what we're talking about.
From
You
the
filthy
start.
casual.
No, Filthy Casual has a lot of subscribers. And I bet like even 10% of their subscribers. What? You know I'm right.
Anyway, what are we talking about this week, Keena?
What we're into, which is whatever we're into.
Yeah.
Our impression on Fighters. Have we all played it?
I played the beta.
I played it with you that one time.
Which was just the beta.
Yeah.
Okay, so we haven't actually played it.
I haven't.
I'll just talk about it in what I've been into. And we may compare Fortnite and PUBG.
We will. Yes.
Okay.
Now
And
that
then
you've mentioned it, we have to.
we don't have to.
We can't just tease it and not give the audience the
Well,
stuff
now I'm
we
not going to give my
promised.
impressions on Fighters. Like, I just change that.
Oh.
Do it.
Do it. And then we're going to be talking about the future of the Amalgam channel, because as you can see, the cupboards are bare, and we're moving out. Finger over bare.
Well, they're
Classic.
moving out, so we're moving places.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, we're all moving out. We're all moving to Alcatraz.
I sadly won't be in person on the show anymore. I will
We'll get to that later. We don't care right now.
Oh, we don't.
Because
Why
first,
would you point it out if you didn't want
because we have to talk about it first to talk about it later. Because that's how
That makes sense.
podcasts go. Have you not listened to
But
a
first, some housekeeping.
I didn't realize. No, I thought we were talking about what we're into.
Nah, some housekeeping first.
housekeeping first? But first, some ...
Can we stop saying
Housekeeping.
first? Okay. Everything.
Be sure to check out our Dragon Ball Super discussions. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're up on Tuesdays.
Yeah, they're about
They're pretty-
Dragon Ball.
They're definitely Dragon Ball discussions where we
And then
discuss
we
Dragon
have
Ball things,
Pizza time.
which is up every.
Can we reach
Friday.
unlimited likes?
We are now up to episode 11 of Pizza Time. That is the one that I get to host.
It's where we forget
pretty
our
good.
own law.
Yeah, it's called Pizza Time 11. We forgot the law, and
Laura's in LORE or
Yeah.
we've forgotten what we were doing with it.
We
Like, you know, like the
forgot our
rating
rating
system.
Oh, you got your rating system.
We didn't forget the names for everything, but we forgot if we were doing like 0.1s, 2s, and 3s or anything. But like, we always just like mash two together and we're like, oh, 0.5, like and a half.
2 weeks ago, I brought up the point of so there will be like, okay, number 1 is I'm not paying for this. 2 is
Yeah, you know the rating system.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
We know.
Basically,
So to do half, they used to go, I'm not
and then
paying
the
for
thing that's
this
next.
rubber band or whatever like that. I'm like, does that mean it's a 1.2? Or I'm not paying for this pizza time being a 1.5? I've never... That just occurred to me. And now it's occurred to you too.
No, I
just overthought it.
understand. Yeah, I understand your thinking, but for it to be 1.5, it would have to be like the a
I'm not
combination
paying for
of one end and the
Yeah.
other. One end being 1 and the other being 2. So
Yeah.
you need a combination of 1 and 2.
And that's what we
That's,
wanted.
that's what we
That's
have
what
been
I
doing,
thought
but
too.
then
And
we
Kyron
sort
just
of
overthought
But
it.
then
It
we
was like,
thought about like,
Yeah,
what
no.
about 1 point?
No,
Two.
because then
Two.
that would be 3.
1.1s
Yeah,
and one.
but then like
If you did, I'm not paying for this pizza time, that would be a 3. Because it's the
yeah.
center between 1 and 5.
I get it.
I
But anyway, we have this discussion on Pizza Time
Yeah.
itself.
you can check it out. It's up on Fridays.
numbers
This
have never
Friday.
been my strong
Friday,
point.
4 p.m. Eastern Australian time.
And numbers and nonsense memes, they don't
Yeah.
go well together. So please watch it. Make our brain aches worth it.
If you have any question for the show, please comment below or email at amalgamshow
Amalgam's how.
at gmail.com.
Amalgam's how
We should
at Gmail.
Can you at least wait till I finish
No,
the
it's
URL?
Amalgam's
we
how
should
at
copyright that.
We should definitely like make a website called Amalgam's How. Make it like a wiki how, but just memes,
Yeah.
like the wiki memes.
So it'll be like,
Do you have the
how
time
to
to
make
do
toast,
that?
and it'll be like, turn on your
I'm
vacuum
sure I know a
cleaner.
lot of people that do have the time to do that.
Turn on your vacuum cleaner, put it against your skin, wait for the filter to heat up, and press your bread against it.
Bread.
Yeah, that's how you make toast. It's just memes. It's just terrible shit
Amalgam's
memes.
how.
Amalgam's
That's what we're gonna do.
WikiHow already
Combine
exists.
everything. Amalgam.
If you enjoy this shit
How to
show,
make
please
toast
leave a
with
like and
fishing
subscribe
line.
and hit that bell.
Hit that
If you
bell.
don't like this video, click that dislike button twice.
Can we go toast fishing?
Toast fishing.
Yeah, we fish for toast.
So basically, we just we set the toaster to like the highest time,
Oh, no.
and then we tie a fishing line to the toast.
Didn't they do that in The Simpsons and it kills all the fish?
No, they're not putting. We're not
We're not
putting
putting a toaster in a
the-
river. You just tie the fishing line to the toast, and then when we think it's ready, we pull it out of the toaster and we see who's got the best toast.
Fucking guess.
It's always a 3-minute
Just
mark.
came up with that. I just wanted to put fishing line in a toaster.
If you want to film that,
Yes,
we'll be
that's
sure.
my show.
Dean will just be filming on his
Toast
camera.
fishing with Gene.
We definitely have the budget for it.
And just with Dean. Everyone else is
Okay.
It's like, oh, right arm didn't get as good toast.
I'm basically gonna be Bob Ross. I've decided. I'll just do that.
But first,
You know what?
some toast fishing.
Fuck me, Dad. What have we been into this week, guys?
Kind of want to do it now.
Toasters.
Toasters with a Z.
Dragon Ball toasters.
This week and last week, I didn't really get up to much.
What? You've been packing.
I have been packing, but that's not really what I've been. That's not what I've been into. That's just what I've been doing.
That's basically
That's what
I'm not into packing. I'm not
You
like
don't get into
I
packing.
got
Fucking-
these specific packing peanuts, and oh my god, they don't taste bad.
I really got into cleaning the other day,
Okay, I didn't
but
realize.
it's really hot.
I didn't realize this was a sad show today.
I just
Really
like
got
looking
into
at myself. What's wrong with that?
No, okay, just it's alright. Yeah, other than packing,
So how's your midlife crisis at 21?
it's quarter life now. There's an actual term for that now.
It's true.
Yeah, it's called being a millennial.
He used to say he doesn't die at 42.
That's true. You could die early.
Keep up with the cleaning now. While you think about that, it's,
I think about that while I'm
Housekeeping,
cleaning.
literally.
I mean, your midlife crisis could have been at 10.
I did have one at like 13. I'm like, what's the point of
I feel like
anything?
you were
We're
the
just gonna
only
die. Like the
13-year-old
universe is
that
gonna
did that.
explode and die. And
I feel like you were the only 13-year-old that was like, oh man,
Nah.
life is meaningless.
nah.
every 13-year-old's like that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Like we kind of were, but we were also like, but Minecraft.
Minecraft's pretty cool.
Oh shit, they updated it. There's horses now.
I didn't play Minecraft.
Hey.
I didn't play Minecraft.
I think as
And
soon as
that's
they
why you
put
thought about
That's
12
yeah.
growing
That's why you
up.
had a midlife crisis.
as soon as they put that sort of stuff into Minecraft, I just became so disinterested. I'm like, there's too much to do. Keep the game simple.
There's
got
birds in
rabbits.
it now.
Yeah,
What
you
the
get,
fuck?
you get like parakeets, and they mimic the sounds of monsters. So like,
That's terrifying.
I've been playing.
Just sitting there trying to go to sleep at night, and your bird just
Yeah,
in your
basically.
ear, and you're like, what?
That's the thing. So I've been on a server with a couple of mates that are on Xbox, and the person I'm living with at the moment, she got like a couple of birds, and they keep making zombie noises, and I've killed one by accident, and she killed one by accident because she heard the zombie noise behind her. She drew a bow, turned around, and just let it loose and killed her fucking bird.
It's really sad that you still.
This
play
would be a great
Minecraft.
sitcom. This would be a great sitcom. Living with monster birds.
No, not even monster birds, just mimicking monster
Yeah.
noises, birds, and just people with severe PTSD because the monsters actually exist. And it's just these
Look,
asshole
that title
birds.
explains more, but I feel like it's too long.
Just call it Seinfeld.
No, Seinfeld's too shit. This actually sounds entertaining.
Jerry.
You're killing my bird.
Hey, can I borrow your car? Why? No reason. Haha, laugh track. Fucking Seinfeld. I hate it.
So Dean, you've been playing for Monster Hunter.
I've been
Big
into
Bang
hating
Theory.
Seinfeld.
Jesus.
Fuck Seinfeld.
I've been moving and hating Seinfeld. That's my week. Classic 40-year-old.
Oh god. I'm gonna die.
Why, yes, Keena. Shit.
I did that the other day.
What?
I have been playing Monster Hunter.
What's it
The
like?
newest one. It's called Monster Hunter World.
I've seen a lot more people talking about that than any other thing in my life right now.
Yeah, so
Really?
it's actually quite good.
Chris asked me if I was getting it, and I was like, I don't know. I have to look at it. I still haven't looked at it. Is it good?
Well, I played Monster Hunter Freedom Unite as a youngin.
What was that on? Which one?
PSP.
PSP.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know which one
Um,
belongs to which.
Yeah, I was really shit at the game though. So basically, I played with my mate Adam, and what we would do was, because he was good at it, he
Yeah.
would use the great sword and just like beat into the monster, and I'd be with a bow, like chilling out the back, like, yeah, I'm helping.
Yeah.
So that was, it was fun. But like now I'm actually good at it. So like I use melee weapons and I get up close and personal. I use the Kinsect glaive and the dual blades, depending on what I want to do.
Yeah.
Mainly the Kinsect glaive, which basically just lets me jump up in the air and just like do spin attacks around the monster and hit it.
Well, it's kind of like
Hey, you know
a
what's a
lance.
good move? Spinning.
It's a pretty neat trick.
Did I miss something?
There's a meme and it's Palpatine thinking about Anakin as a kid.
Oh, that,
And
right,
he just-
yeah. It's great.
And when I was doing that in the pool.
Yeah, it's really funny.
That was frightening.
I didn't understand that meme. Was that an actual line that Anakin said?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright.
From, Pod Racing.
I'm really surprised that hasn't already been a meme for a long
I
time.
know.
I think people just blocked out episode 1.
Yeah, they were just like, oh man, that fight at the end was good. Anyway.
Yeah.
Time for creepy Anakin now. But yeah, no, Monster Hunter's actually really good. It was good to have that nostalgic comeback. And like,
on Xbox.
yeah, Xbox, PlayStation, and
I didn't
PC.
realize that it was on Xbox. I thought it was like a PlayStation exclusive.
No.
Or like a
No,
time
they're
exclusive.
promoting it on PlayStation like
Yeah.
they did with Destiny. I think. Oh, that's right. They were gonna do. They were gonna do this thing with Monster Hunter where they were gonna put some monsters from Horizon
Yeah.
in there. But that would. I would imagine that would only be exclusive to
Yeah.
the PlayStation version.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd hope so.
Yeah, because they can't yet. They can't
With
import it onto other
Xbox.
things.
Buy a different console.
So yeah,
We have no exclusives.
we were
But
meant to
what
get
about
scale bound,
Cuphead?
and then that didn't fucking happen.
Yeah, you can get Cuphead on like.
PC.
PC.
Well, to be fair, like most Xbox exclusives are on PC.
Well, Anthem's gonna be
Oh,
exclusive. I thought it was.
No.
No, it was shown at the Xbox thing.
Yeah, it's not exclusive though.
Is it like at the
That's
Tomb
where I was
Raider?
hoping
It's
to-
No, it's not
exclusive
even
for a
like
year?
it's not even like Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Because that was some bullshit.
That
Yeah.
was some build. That hurt that game so much.
That was so annoying.
Like, yeah.
Like Lara Croft is literally one of the mascots for Xbox, and they were like, "Oh man."
It's a PlayStation.
Yeah, I know, but like on the side of an Xbox box,
Mm.
it has all the heads of like Marcus from
Yeah,
Gears of War,
like during like
Master
that 20.
Chief,
I think it was the
and
2015s.
Lara Croft, and
Yeah.
then one of the cars from Forza Horizon, because everyone knows that car.
My favorite Xbox mascot.
The big
the
car
Lamborghini Aventador, or whatever the fuck it is.
that doesn't say ka-chow.
Yeah. But no, it's a really good game.
Wow.
I've been playing it with a couple of mates.
Wow.
It's kind of annoying because as you progress through the story, you can only replay missions from the start with friends if you've already done it. Like you can't just go through the story with your
With
friends.
I'm
So-
getting so sick of games doing that. I just want a nice co-op game
Yeah,
that you can
it's-
just
it's-
go through.
Because it bases the cutscenes off of
That
you
isn't
being
fucking
a
hard.
lone hunter. Like you're there by yourself. And so when you encounter these new monsters, you have a cutscene and it'll like, it'll trigger. But once all the cutscenes from that level are done, then you're allowed to use an SOS flare, which basically means anyone can then join your game if you need help. Which is kind of broken, but like also the whole point of Monster Hunter is you fight the monster, you kill it once, and then you need to kill it another 5-6 times to get enough materials to make the armor and upgrade your weapons, and then fuck off to the next one. Which sounds repetitive and boring, but like there's different styles, so like you can have loadouts to fight specific monsters. And
Like-
no, it's good.
I imagine it's good because the game's fun and like this is what the game's designed around.
And like there's been so many Monster Hunters since Freedom Unite that I have not played.
Yeah.
And so going from Freedom Unite to this,
I remember when you tried to get me to buy it, and I'm like, no, my parents wouldn't buy that for me.
yeah, no, it was
Apparently,
it was a good time.
Monster Hunter is fucking huge in Japan.
It's like the Call of Duty in Japan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Except it's not really yearly, it's like bi-yearly, I think.
No, I don't know if you could do it in Freedom Unite, but I was really happy that I could customize my cat because you get it's technically not a cat, it's a palico, but
It's a cat.
it's a cat. It's a cat, wears armor, it has a little weapon, and it comes around.
Can you?
with
Is it like extra storage? Is it like a horse sort of thing?
No,
Okay.
but you don't need much storage as
Okay,
it is.
cool.
Because all your crafting materials, they go in like a separate inventory. But then like you've got, I say crafting materials, I mean for like your weapons and things. But then like you've got your crafting materials for like items that you need in game, like potions and shit. They'll go in your bag, but it takes a while before you run out of space for that. But yeah, no, it's good.
You have to be one of those really big hoarders. Like there's
To
people
not
like,
keep it. Yeah.
I don't need potions at the moment, but I need all this stuff to make a billion
Well,
potions
even
later.
then, like you can only keep so many things to make potions. So like you can hold 20 herbs, and one herb makes
13
2.
herbs, which you can create.
No, I think it makes 2 potions, and then you use honey and a potion to make a mega potion, and like you can only hold 10 mega potions and 10 potions and 10 honey.
So just mix honey and weed together and you'll heal all your wounds.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's pretty much.
But basically,
old
like,
timey stuff
You can
in
only hold one slot with the max thing, so you can't have like 20 slots of 20 herbs. Like you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't like.
You can only have one
Minecraft it
slot
up.
with 20 herbs, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't really hoard unless you're like trying to prepare for every situation, and if you do that, you're fucked
Yeah.
because then you can't collect anything. So yeah, no. There's like 14 weapon types, and they're not like your normal. Like you've got your normal ones like your sword and shield, your great sword, your bow, all that. But then like you've got your glaive, but it's like a Kinsect glaive, so you also get a bug with it. You get like a gun lance. You can get a charge blade, which is like a sword and shield that can turn into a big axe.
So just really cool, fucked up
Yeah.
hybrid
Yeah.
Japanese
Basically.
It's
weapons.
like super Final Fantasy weapons,
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
It's so good. So do some research, have a look at it. If you like it, get it. If you don't like it, don't get it. I don't really care. Yeah, I like
Anything else?
it. I played the beta for Dragon Ball FighterZ, but we'll talk about that later. I think that's everything.
Did we not talk about it last episode?
I don't think we did.
I think we talked about it a little bit, but we didn't really talk about it.
Barely.
Okay.
I think we were waiting until it actually came out.
Yeah.
But I've been up to stuff this week.
What have you been up to? This
I
week?
finally, today actually, finished Fractured But Whole. I'm like 3 to 4 months late on this.
Well done.
But
Hooray.
what
How
do you
did
think?
you like the ending?
Oh, fuck. It just ended like a normal South Park episode.
You know, I really learned something today.
What?
And then he goes on to tell a story. Every episode of South Park, Kyle steps forward and goes, "You know, I really learned something
Yeah.
today," and he says something like that. But I do like one episode is great. And he's just like, he goes to stand up and say, "You know, I've learned something today," and Stan just goes, "No, no one learned anything. This is horrible. Fuck everyone. We're just gonna do this again next week. Fuck off." And that's how the episode ends.
How does the game end?
The game ended something like that. Nathaniel, take it away.
I can't fucking remember.
Oh shit! Okay.
So like I was watching it, but then I got distracted by another thing.
Yeah.
And that was PewDiePie was playing on the TV, and I was like, PewDiePie. And then I like look away for 3 seconds. I'm like, Same thing happened when I was playing Night in the Woods. Reese called me drunk, and I was like, "What are you talking about, Reese?" And then I accidentally finished the game while on the phone. And I was like, "I don't know what happened."
This YouTuber.
This is just what happens when I. And it was the same thing with Wolf Among Us, except it wasn't the ending I missed. I missed something else during the game, and then when it ended, I was just like, "What the fuck?" I was like,
I do that all the time with shows. Every time when it gets to a show, on the last episode of the final season, I fall asleep.
Yeah. I recently rewatched Young Justice on Netflix, and
Still good in
I completely missed the last episode, and I'm just like, I kind of want to go back and watch it, but like I've already watched it technically, so like I already know what happens, so there's no point in me going back anyway. But
yeah,
I don't know.
but like, cause I thought I'd seen the final episode of Punisher, and then I was like,
we were talking, and you're like, "What the fuck is going on?"
I was like, nope, definitely fell asleep.
Yeah.
Talking about like Jigsaw and chicks getting shot in the face, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
But yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
No clue.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Black Lightning's on.
I watched it.
Yeah, what do you guys
First
think?
episode, it was pretty good.
I
I didn't mind it, but the only thing I don't like is the fact that, man, I'm so fucking sick of racism. It's everywhere. Like this, it's the start of 2018, and literally every day something racist has happened towards someone.
Yeah.
I watched Black Lightning, like, this is a cool shot, and I'm like, I don't know if I can deal with this racism, man. Like, I'm so sick of the fucking...
What racism?
Oh, well, like, in the show,
They deal
like,
with it.
all of the white people are just fucking evil.
Yeah.
Like, in the first episode, they're just like... Well, the only white people that are portrayed, I think, so far are cops.
Yeah.
And they keep on just, like, fucking pulling him over and, like, smashing him up. Or, like... Well, at one point, they like pull him over in the rain, force him out of his car in front of his girls. He's like, "Oh, this is the third time this week." They hold him in the rain up against a window, and this Asian lady's sitting in the back of the police car. And they're like, "Oh, is this him?" And then she says no, and then they say, "Oh, yeah, you can go." And then
He's
he was
like, "What the
He was
fuck?"
like, "Why? Like, what's going on? I'm asking you a question. What happened here?" And he's like, "Her what was it? Liquor store got robbed."
Yeah.
And then he's like, and I'm sure the description was black man in a suit and tie driving a Volvo.
Yeah. Like, yeah. It's like pertinent, but
Yeah.
like, I can see why you don't want to like watch that for ages.
Yeah.
I do want to watch it. Like, I
I
downloaded the
want to
first.
see it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm really interested in it. I'm just really sick of racism this year already. Like, it's everywhere.
There's only 13 episodes this season, so and it'll be, like it does.
Is it a Netflix original?
No, it's a CW show.
Okay.
But
That
it's doing what
explains
Riverdale
why.
does. Doing what Riverdale does.
That
in terms of, like, it
explains.
just comes out weekly.
Yeah.
Which is a good way to support it officially, because if Flash and Arrow and everything else did that, I'd do that way instead of going by other avenues. But yeah, no, I'm happy I can support something.
Yeah.
I do like Black Lightning.
It is a week behind, but whatever.
It's I don't know how to explain it, but it's good.
To me, it's
like,
the best CW superhero pilot. Like, it's better than Arrow, it's better than Flash's.
They've answered a lot of questions already in the first episode. It's super weird. Like they've already
They put like a Supergirl sort of thing, yeah.
yeah, they've already like thrown in like not to spoil it too much, for you guys, but like.
They
Like the biggest question for me was like, oh, I wonder if his daughters have superpowers, and it's like, oh, they do.
Yeah.
Like, answered right at the end of the first episode, and I was like, shit, okay.
Yeah, they're like going through this really quickly, and it's like good because like instead of like the other CW superhero shows, we were like, oh, we're young and like we have to be the brooding or like we don't know what to do with our powers. It's just like, no, I'm an adult. I've done this before. Like the whole point is he's got to come back to be Black Lightning. So he's done all this before. He's grown up. He's the principal of a school.
I read the description.
Yeah, a really good school. He's like got his life together. It's just now he's just going to be a superhero.
He has to go be a superhero again because he had to deal with all the gangs for them not to come near his family or the school or anything. Like he could live his life outside of the gang.
Right.
And then they came and attacked, and he was just like,
They came and kidnapped his daughter.
yeah.
And like,
They were like doing a bunch of bad shit.
because the reason he had
The villain is just like a classic villain, and I'm like,
he's a African American albino, which like that's what he is in the comic. That's what they've cast him as in the show, and he's like the only other non-Aquaman like character to have like fish paraphernalia, because he straight up shoots a guy with a harpoon gun,
Right.
like straight to the thing, like, you will do the thing I want you to say, blah blah blah. Yeah, it's like really weird. Like, I'm just like, this is, it's like kind of Cottonmouthy from Luke Cage, but
Okay,
like
yeah.
Cottonmouth had like a level of respect. This guy just straight up, I'm
Crazy.
evil.
Right.
No, it's a good show. Like, definitely check it out. It's on
How
Netflix.
did he get his powers? Was it like a classic? He was
Struck
he
by
was in- He was
lightning.
in some
Well-
accident, or was it he was born?
I
with
can't
it?
remember.
They don't actually explain it
They
in
don't
the first
explain it in
He
episode.
just has it. Okay.
Doesn't
because,
answer
like-
that many
like I-
questions, then, does it?
Yeah, I guess not.
You
Um,
big liar.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
it's
you
just-
could probably look it up. Like, he's a superhero. So you
Yeah.
probably just look
Yeah,
it
like,
up.
I
You
actually
could also look up if his kids have powers.
in the original comics, it was he had technology that could let him do it, but then they retconned it. It's like, oh no, he's always been a metal, so
Yeah.
he's always had these powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Cool.
Interesting.
Excuse me.
But it doesn't look like his daughters have the same powers. It's sort of weird and different.
Which but they do in the comics. I don't know what's going on
I
there.
don't know. Like her hands are like her hands light up, but she just like pushes a sink in half. Like
The classic break the sink.
yeah, she breaks a sink.
Anything else?
Bet
is
she
there
was
anything else I
pissed off
did?
about that.
I mean, I watched Riverdale, even though I don't watch Riverdale.
Oh yeah,
I
I did that.
just trying to think if there's anything else I've done. I've been trying to play Getting Over It, and every time I just can't get over it. So I'm never going to dedicate my actual time to playing that game. I'm just going to play it for a little bit and then get frustrated and then finish it.
Let's do that.
Do you have to
there is-
finish it in one go? Is that how it is, or are
No,
there checkpoints?
you can start it and then it like saves as you go.
Right.
But if you fall back, it saves to the point you finish. Like it saves to the point you quit the game at. So even if you Alt F4 out of it really quickly, it'll save to like you falling or like where you were gonna fall to. Like
Yeah.
it fucks you. But
It's
there is
just-
something else I did. I played a game with a couple of friends. It's called Home. It's a 2D horror game, and I didn't play much of it because it's 2D, so you're like on the
Side
side
scroller.
scroller. But every time you interact with like a door, say, it goes first person, and you see the door open, but nothing's on the other side, and you just walk through it, and then it goes back to 2D side scrolling again. So I'm like, there's gonna be a fucking point where there's gonna be something there, but it's gonna be while you're not expecting it anymore, because like, nothing ever happens.
Yeah.
And then it's just gonna be like, I'm like, I'm not playing this game, not while I'm sober.
I hate how cheap jump scares are.
Yeah.
It's like don't get me wrong, I like them, but like also, if that's all the game has to offer when it comes to the horror genre,
like
I'm just
it.
kind of like,
I really like it when I'm playing with friends. I hate it while I'm by myself because
Oh,
there's no humor to it. Like, I love scares for the humor.
Fair
I don't
enough.
like scares for the scares.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Like, you know, games like Five Nights at Freddy or
Yeah.
That is a
Or-
human thing.
Slender Man. There's no tension
No. There's
Except-
tension.
except for when's the next jump scare. That's the only tension in the game. Whereas if they were like, you know, the two things I hate are jump scares and games like Outlast,
Yeah.
where it's run and hide.
Hmm.
That's getting played out and
Yeah.
fucking stupid now.
Outlast 2 apparently is really good.
Outlast 2 was only good because it had a storyline. Like a proper one.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like, I didn't play it because I am shit scared at jump scares, because as soon as like a jump scare happens, I'm like, I'm too scared. But I watched some. Well, I played it with some friends, them being Reese and Lucy, and Lucy Courts, and yeah, it was fun, and like there was a lot of cult stuff, but it wasn't as boring as the first one. No, there was a lot of like parts where you like flash back and you're in like this school and there were these monsters running after you, and then you found out that the whole reason you were like having the ideas that there were monsters around you was because you were like you were in like this sort of field where your mind was getting fucked with.
Oh, okay.
And that's what was happening to everyone. That's why everyone was against you as well. Like, people didn't actually look that way or anything like that. There wasn't like blood raining from the sky. It's
Yeah.
just the way your mind felt.
Yeah.
And it turned
That's
out the
bad.
reason it did that was because you were really fucked over from something you did what happened when you were a kid. You kept on having flashbacks. Turned out there was like a girl that got like molested.
That sounds
and
like the
killed.
plot of Evil Within.
So-
One. Like that's pretty similar from what I remember.
I haven't played Evil Within.
Evil Within's
But the
fun.
chick, one of your friends that you had like a crush on got molested by a teacher and then killed, and then he was like, she hung herself.
I guess that
then-
makes you fucked up for the rest of
Yeah.
your life and see monsters.
It's really messed up. But yeah, interesting. It was good because of its its storyline, but it still had just jump scares and hiding. That was all it was. I hate
Yeah.
games like that. But unless I'm playing with friends, obviously.
Yeah.
I love games like Little Nightmares. Gives you Little Nightmares.
What have you been into, Keena? Well, I watched Watchmen.
And to the main topic.
I watched the ultimate cut of Watchmen, which is like 3.5 hours long.
Oh shit.
It's
I wish I had that time.
I was gonna say, how do you have time? But
I make time. That was after like a full day of reading the comic as well. That comic is really long. Like it's like 12 issues, but like I was powering through 12 issues like pretty quickly. And then this one was like, nope, it's so fucking dense. It's like 3 paragraphs, it's like 3 bubbles per a panel, and like 9 panels per page. And then at the end of each chapter, there's like actual like books, like 4 pages of a book that he's included in for like more in fiction stuff. So I'm just like, And then there's like a part where there's kids reading a comic called Tales of the Black Freighter, which is animated in the Ultimate Cut.
Yeah.
But in the comic, it's like simultaneous storytelling. Like it's like the stuff that's happening in the book is being echoed by the newsstand guy saying, "Oh well, shit's fucked, isn't it?" And the book's saying like, "Oh, shit's fucked, isn't it?" Like in its own words. So it's like the book is like an allegory of what's happening in Watchmen, and Watchmen is an allegory of what's happening in the real world. But like superheroes. So it's just like it's almost like triple storyline you got to keep up with in the book, and you're like, "Fuck, this is hard to read," but good. Like it is one of the best books I've read.
That's good. That's interesting. I saw your, what was it, Snapchat or Instagram?
Oh yeah, Instagram. I've just like because I bought the collector's edition, where it's like the 4 discs, because it's Ultimate Cut, theatrical, special edition, and then the motion comic.
Yeah.
And then it came with the hardcover of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like $20, $30, I think.
That's pretty cheap for all of that stuff.
Yeah, I got it on Amazon. Like I've been waiting for the price to come down. I'm like, fucking now. Thanks, Kyron, for Christmas money.
I think our camera just died.
That sounds right.
That's okay.
Yep.
So yes, I've also been into prepping our post Dragon Ball Super content.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later. And I've been playing Dragon Ball FighterZ, the cool game. It came out, and I really, really like it.
It looks really good.
It is.
I've seen cutscenes from the game. Fuck, they're like the back and forth between different characters, like Gotenks and Nappa.
Oh,
Have you not seen that? I've seen it on YouTube. It's really interesting.
Also, I haven't had is that in the story mode?
I don't know, but like it was pretty much just like, go Super Saiyan. Nappa's like, fuck you.
What was I like? I had a back and forth between like Piccolo, Gohan, and Nappa. Like that was one. And basically like Piccolo, Nappa's like, oh fuck you, you were just a kid and you were shit, weren't you? And Gohan like, yeah, I guess, but I'm better now. And then he insults Nappa and Nappa insults Piccolo and Goku, and he's like, well, no, none of that, and then proceeds to beat the fuck out of him. You can't insult either of my dads.
my dad's a real good. Fuck you.
And I've only done one. Like, there's 3 story arcs. There's the Super Warriors arc, which is just the League Warriors. Excuse me. The Villains arc and the Android 21 arc.
Yeah.
I assume they're all just going to be the same story, just meeting up at the same spot, which is the defeat of Android 21.
Yep.
Spoilers. You beat her. But you know, the stories, it's pretty like, it's like I don't know.
I saw something that looked pretty heartbreaking, but I didn't actually watch the video. It could have been clickbait.
It might have
but
been
it was
clickbait, but it's like nothing that sad.
It was like Android 8. There's like Android 21 forces Android 18 to defeat Krillin or some shit.
Oh, there's some weird stuff
Yeah.
like that, but nothing that much. Like the what was I gonna say? The story is like basically there's like a real like they really force the reason like why the players are why the characters are controllable. It's just basically your soul, like you, the human, are a soul inhabiting these characters, and you have to fight for them.
Okay.
It's this weird conceit, just like to make the story like somewhat.
You could say you're their fighting spirit.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they say. It's like it's really weird, but I get it. I think it does take place within the storyline. Like they reference the fact that Boo lost the slept during the test because they found him when he was sleeping. Which obviously at least makes it take place after the Universe 6-7 tournament. But other than that, I couldn't find any other things in it. Because, like, Goku Black isn't in the story mode, so none of that. What else? I've been trying to unlock Super Saiyan Blue.
I saw this.
Goku and Vegeta. I'm like, you either need to get like 500,000 Zenny for Goku or 300,000 Zenny for Vegeta, or you need to get an A grade for both of them in their respective hard mode arcade.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try and get an A, and I'm like, oh, this is fucking hard. And then I'm like, okay, this worked for the money, and like I'm getting enough money. And then I looked at my receipt and just like, you can download it for pre-ordering. I didn't pre-order it, so I'm just like, I guess. I don't know what to do. Should I just keep working my ass off or keep going? But I think I will download it at some point because it comes with like lobby exclusive avatars.
Yeah, do that.
Just do it.
But yeah, no, it's not. The one thing that does annoy me about it is that you know how the beta kept having those like bad connection issues. Because the game is always online game, which is, I think unless you go to story mode, then it like sort of checks off.
Right.
But if you're in that lobby doing like tournament or practice, you have to be online, which is annoying as fuck. So I'll be like, every time I got out of tournament or practice mode for like a long while, it would just keep, the connection would break. I'm like, for fuck's sakes. And you'd have to go through the whole like lobby sign-in thing again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible. So hopefully they fix that soon. But other than that, like this game is super fun to play. Like
I've found that a lot of things when it comes to online play for games, they're like, they don't focus on the connectivity issues that will arise. Like For Honor, the server issues for that is just ridiculous. Like
still, like
yeah, they're fixing it like in the next couple of weeks. Like they've just
been out for like a
yeah,
year.
I know. That's the thing though. They're like, oh yeah, no, we've like we know that it's a problem. It's been out for a year soon. Like soon, its year anniversary will come around. So that's why they're doing it. They're like, look, we're releasing this update, and it's basically going to focus on making sure like they're going to have standalone servers, rather than having people
like peer to peer
be the server.
Yeah.
So like the host of the match.
Yeah.
So people won't just drop out if they can't host.
Yeah.
Which will be good because there were so many connection issues when that game was out. Like, it was so difficult to unlock things because you would be in a match and you could be at the top of the leaderboard and then that's it. You're just kicked.
Yeah.
So, like, games need to focus more on the connectivity issues.
And I don't get why that's still an issue. Like, all these games have had betas, like,
yeah.
and they still come out.
That's what the betas and alphas are for, to test that shit.
Yeah.
And if you can't fix it, do another beta. Postpone it. We've seen games be postponed before.
Yeah.
And we don't get that angry about it. We're like, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
But like,
as long as they give us a reason as to why, and like it gives us a good final product,
like,
it doesn't matter.
Hey, we're pushing it back so that you can actually play the fucking game.
See, the thing is, like, I bet the devs would fucking love to do that, but the publishers have got to make good on their shareholders. And like, nope, we agreed. We told our shareholders that it'd be at the end of Q1 this year. It's coming out Q1 this year, and the devs were like, for fuck's sake, we need like 2 more months to fix the servers. But and that's why you have so many issues. But like, I think that should come down to, especially now in the current climate, that should come down to better pre-production and just production.
Or investors realizing Hey, video games really can't be rushed.
They're
They
not like
come out
movies.
when they come out. Like, it's not like video games are these newfound things again. It's not like it's still the Wild West of video games where one can be pumped out in like a week and like it'll still make money, or one can be pumped out over like it can be like released after 5 years in development, and there's ones that can be like, you know, it just takes a year to make it and stuff like that. Like, but not all video games are the same, and you know, if people are going to invest in the video game, it doesn't matter if it gets postponed. It's still gonna make the money.
And that's ultimately why Ubisoft doesn't want Vivendi to take them over. Because
Who?
Vivendi, the people who used to own Activision,
Okay.
they've been vying to basically brute forcing to buy Ubisoft. This has been like a thing that's been happening for like a couple of years now.
Well, that's fucking great.
Yeah,
all
and
we
like-
need is more Assassin's Creed games.
It's not even Assassin's Creed.
More fucking Far Cry games.
See, Ubisoft has the power to take that year off like they did.
Yeah.
Like, Vivendi would have made them keep going.
Yeah.
Like, because everyone loves Origins. Like, I haven't played it, but people love that game and just like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
people
great.
are shitting themselves about it.
Pardon?
I said, yeah, people are shitting themselves about it.
Yeah, because like they were finally hungry again for an Assassin's Creed game, but if Vivendi was there,
Yeah.
we'd still be getting fucking Rabbids games.
Oh,
They would have
God.
pumped out so many Rayman platform games, but like Origins and Legend, people love them, and that's it. That's all you have.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
And Ubisoft can do good games. Like
they do
Siege,
great games. Like more often
For
than
Honor
not.
when you can connect is not bad.
Like you like Rainbow Six Siege.
That's what I mean.
like that.
That thing's been out for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
And it's still going strong.
Yeah.
People still play it.
Like, yeah, Ubisoft.
Because, you know,
Free content.
yeah,
Yeah.
free content, and you know, they do provide a thing to where it's like, oh, pay for our online money, or you know, you can just fucking play the game and you can unlock whoever the fuck you want, depending on how long
Yeah.
you play for.
So you can buy the DLC, which has the new characters come out, or you
earn.
can just earn them.
Which is how I think everything should be. Like, if I could earn, like, if I was playing Xenoverse 2 and I could earn, what's his job? Jiren? Like, that'd be great if I didn't have to spend 15 bucks to
I
get him.
would play that game so much more if I could do that stuff. But
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm not playing that game because you literally buy, you pay to win, you pay to get these things.
Yeah.
Whereas like all the Dragon Ball games, you'd be like, this character's here and I've got to work my ass off.
Like,
to
and I
get
don't,
it.
I get the reason why DLC exists, especially for fighting games. Like, yes, people will buy these characters, so why not charge for them? But I think, like, you can always wait for the Game of the Year edition to come out, or the complete edition, or whatever. But that's like an extra 12 to 18 months, depending on the game. Sometimes they don't even get complete editions.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's just,
just a little upsetting sometimes.
yeah, it'd be great if I could just earn stuff. Which is why I appreciate in Fighters that you can earn Goku and Vegeta. You don't have to pre-order.
Yeah.
Like, it still would have cost the same price, but like I didn't have to pre-order. Like, if
My-
I did, I would have gotten those two, and I think Android 21 for like
My
immediately.
biggest buyer's remorse in the fucking history of ever is just Goku Black. Because I bought for the Xenoverse 2.
Not
I bought
pre-ordering.
the pre-order thing because I didn't pre-order it.
Mm.
Because I just was like, I want this. I spent $6 on a character
Which isn't even that good.
who has no unique moves,
Yeah.
has no unique fighting style. He is literally just a gi changed shit Goku.
Yeah.
I spent $6 on that.
Didn't he have like black Kamehameha? But that was pretty much it.
Yeah, but it's literally just coming out of
But it's not the same as Super Black Kamehameha.
Yeah.
Like
Where-
Rose, they put effort
Where
into.
where he punches them and they get stuck in this, you know, going back
Free
and then
fall.
fires it. It's just Super Kamehameha, but with a purple and black tinge. Like, it's my biggest buyer's remorse I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It
and
was never
if
that
I
good.
could, if I could have earned him by saying like, maybe like, hey, earn 400 TP, like
Collect the Dragon Balls.
Yeah.
collect the Dragon Balls and wish him or Something like that. I would have happily done that.
Or he should have been in the season pass. Like, you bought the season pass, still couldn't get him. Like, to me, season pass should be everything. Except for, like,
I
guess some cosmetic stuff, because, like,
I didn't
free-to-play games
spend
sort of stuff.
$60-something to not get everything.
Yeah.
Like, you're meant to do that to get the package deal, and if you don't get everything, then what the fuck did you really pay for?
Anyway.
What do you guys think of Fighters?
I haven't played it at all. I haven't seen any gameplay of it. Like, I've seen gameplay, but it's always been in trailers, so it's always been hyper cinematic, and I don't know what the fuck is happening.
We'll get to it later, but we want to do Let's Plays of it. We just need an Elgato capture card.
I can't do those.
We just need, it's like a $200 thing. And I'm getting paid soon, like a bursary, so
Okay.
hopefully we can buy it. Start doing video game content.
Getting
finally.
stuff set up for the new place.
We'll get that. We'll talk about that later.
We're good.
Talking about everything later. We're talking about nothing now.
On the beta, I
talking about what
really
we're talking
enjoyed the
about.
fighting system.
Yeah.
I really liked. Okay, for like, when I first saw like fighters, I was like, this looks like.
All of you were like, I don't know about this.
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
was
I'm
like-
excited for this. Like, I was the only one that's been excited.
I
the
was
whole
sort
time.
of like really. I was worried.
'Cause it
I
wasn't
was.
Xenoverse.
My thoughts was, do we really need another side scroller?
Yeah. But
Beat
they've
'em
done
up.
it incredibly well.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Keena,
they've done it really
you've
well.
liked Injustice 1 and 2.
Oh, I love those games.
And
like,
those are exactly what Fighters is.
more,
It's-
a little bit more technical. Like,
Yeah.
it is, like people think this is going to Evo. To be fair, Injustice goes to Evo, but like
Yeah.
people are like, this would be great for anime fighting games if this can get into Evo.
yeah,
And everyone thinks it will. Like,
you know,
does
but
everyone
like,
know what Evo
you know,
is?
No,
I'm
what's
guessing
Evo?
it's just like a gaming tournament.
Yeah.
it's
It's
where
like- it's the-
people play like Mortal Kombat and
Street
Fighter.
Marvel
yeah,
vs. Capcom.
okay.
It's like where
Competitively.
Smash Brothers. Probably.
yeah, Super Smash Brothers.
Dude, I'd win that shit.
Oh no, you wouldn't.
Ah, it was the best of Brawl.
um,
And then I
I just
wasn't.
choked on my own tongue. Fuck. But what was I gonna say?
When
Yeah,
Dean
Evo
thinks
is
he's
like
being smart.
it's like the E3. It's like the E3 for fighting games. Or in terms of like actual like game content, it's like it was the first one to have like live streams and stuff before like League of Legends and all that other stuff came along. It was the first esports
Gotcha.
before StarCraft. But yeah, whoops.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's Evo. So Dragon Ball FighterZ can get that. People think like, oh, then maybe a good Naruto game can come out.
It's like no,
No!
please stop. Naruto was a in the moment thing.
Well, I mean, Ultimate Ninja Storm wasn't too bad.
No, I know, but like I feel like
You can't do it now.
that
It was
it's like
also
a
a
more
heavily
niche
flawed
market, like-
game.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
you picked Daedra or whatever the fuck his name is,
Yeah.
and you just threw fucking like weird birds at people
Yeah.
the entire goddamn match.
those-
And
I mean,
unless-
after a while, like you
You-
could counter it, but
Yeah,
it,
but
it
then-
ended up just being like a boss fight more than a player
Yeah,
versus player.
yeah. It
But
was
then,
really
like,
fucked up.
like you'd figure out how
But what I
they're
meant-
dodging, and then you'd be like, okay, well I'll do this
Yeah.
now, and you just change up your tactics, and it's like, it's not fair. It's not.
kinda
It's
like-
not a balanced
It's not a
like
fair
game.
game,
Xenoverse,
but
though.
what I meant by that is like
It's kind of like Xenoverse in a way.
like
The Xenoverse, you know, no matter which character you are, unless you're literally fodder characters, you have a chance to win.
Unless you're Goku, because they fucking nerfed
yeah, we
him
were
to
playing
be.
the other day, and like I was Goku, and I like
He was SS Blue Goku. I was SS Blue Vegeta, who's like one of my best characters. He like I could not lay a hit on
I
him.
legitimately just wiped the floor with him, and then I tried with every other Goku, and he was just like the same Vegeta, and I still won. I even went GT Goku, and I still won, and it was just all the same shit.
Like, and I'm like, we're pretty much the same skill level, and like I was beating him earlier.
Yeah, he did. He was like doing well with other characters, but this is when Goku was just like, nah, fuck yeah.
Like that was
I
fucked.
I don't find Goku too difficult.
No, he's not usually, but the way that I was using him, like, you literally just could not lay a hit. Like, even he would teleport, and I would just be like, nah. Like,
Oh, with his spins.
yeah,
Yeah.
but like, it was like everything.
You've got to
And
wait
then I was
until
just
he
like,
does the hammer,
Mm.
and then you teleport behind him, because then there's like an open window where you can.
yeah,
fucking
I think he
Okay.
did that a couple of times.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that was like
There's only so many times you can do that before I just teleport back. And then,
Dude, Trunks is trying to kill you.
He's got big spikes and he doesn't like me.
just lay him down.
for reference there, the trunks that was on the bookcase fell down and nearly took out Kyron's head. So
Yeah.
Like 5 times.
He is
today.
solid PVC, and you imagine how spiky Super
I've
Saiyan
been
hair
stabbed
is.
by Vegeta.
Yeah, Vegeta's fucking brutal.
But yeah, you were saying.
What I meant by the Naruto games is like I don't think people are gonna want like old Naruto anymore. If they're gonna get a new game,
It'll
it's
be
gonna be a
Boruto.
Boruto game. And I don't think they're ever
Well,
gonna go back.
with the last Ultimate Ninja Storm, they
It was good.
released
I
they
liked
released
it.
Boruto DLC.
Yeah.
That was the thing. So, or Boruto.
Naruto games never really came out that fast after each other anyway. And they like there was like that one that I really liked, had a good storyline. You could play like a mission. Like you could play missions in it. I can't remember which
I
one
think
it
that was number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
But,
there was this one part where it was like Sasuke. It was like kind of open world, but like
Yeah.
stages.
Yeah. I really liked that one. But like
I know which one you're talking about.
all of them were just sort of very they were all very similar.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel like they just started to bring out new characters and it's like, this is the next one. I don't think they're gonna release another Naruto game anymore. They'll do Boruto.
Yeah. What do you think of fighters, though?
Fighters?
Like you said, the fighting system's good.
I really enjoyed the fighting system. I like the fact that you can throw people through mountains still.
Yeah. My thing is that I'm used to Injustice. I'm used to an actual throw button, and you can't do that in fighters.
Which is really weird because they have a throw button literally every other fucking game.
A lot of fighting games have them. I'm like, yeah. So that you can like jump across.
I gotta play more of it, but I did enjoy what I did play. I only played practice.
Yeah,
Like, because
you could connect.
you couldn't fucking connect or do anything like that. And but yeah, I will get it. Actually, I wouldn't mind like doing my first actual play of it on a let's play where you're like really good and shit.
Yeah.
So
Hashtag burst limit.
yeah, we should do a burst
That
limit
could be
play
fun.
afterwards. Yeah,
I've
you-
never played Burst Limit, so
What
what do you think of
Oh
it?
no, that wasn't you. That was Michael.
Yeah, I've never played any of. I never played any of
I
like the
played Burst
PS3
Limit.
gen.
Everyone always got
games.
pissed off with me because I never taught them how to play it.
Well, that's the thing. It'd be like,
Because you'd say, "Don't worry, I'll teach you how to play,"
Yeah, and then
and
I
then
just
you'd do
beat the
something,
shit out of you.
and you'd be like, "How do you do that?" And you're like, "Just figure it out, fuckhead."
either that,
And then
or
you'd
he'd-
beat
or he'd
into
say,
us, and
"Oh,
you're like-
I don't know," and then he'd do it like another 2 times, and it's like, what the fuck?
I've done that with like people like, oh, how do you block? And like most fighting, like 2D fighting style games, you press backwards, like away.
Yeah.
And people are like, how do you block? How do you block? I'm like, just figure it out. It's not that hard.
Yeah, but like it's different because he's like shooting fucking Kamehameha waves at you, and you're just like, you're pressing all the triggers and shit, and it's just like nothing's working. You've got to do like a combination of buttons, and it's just like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, haha, I'm Team Gohan. It's like a
And then he'd be
Fun,
like,
son.
"Oh yeah, I can fly," and then you're like, "How do you go up?" And you're like, "Just figure it out." And you're like, "This isn't
I think the
helpful."
funniest one for me was when people didn't know how to teleport.
the shit that
That's
pissed
what, like that was with me with Budokai Tenkaichi 3. Like, I think you got to press X and circle, and no one knew that.
No, I didn't know that.
No,
I didn't tell you for the longest time. I feel bad about that.
No, because it was like for 4 months we'd be fighting each other, and
I mean,
he'd-
like,
and
at
then
some
he'd
point
just
you really
hard
think
to
that
say.
he
you
no,
do it.
because I'd look at his controller and he'd always go like
What?
tilt. You'd tilt it to the side so I couldn't see what buttons you were pressing,
What a
and I was like, "The fuck!" I was sat there because I was
Why
like,
didn't
I
you
was.
Google it.
We didn't
We
have
didn't know
access
how,
to these,
we were like 6 and 7.
No,
like
we were like it came out in 2006. We were like 10. You were 8.
yeah, I was 8 because I remember I was young enough to cry in frustration because you were such a cunt and you would not teach me how to play the game.
I can just imagine baby Kyron being like, Keena, you're a cunt. Tries to go Super Saiyan.
No, I think I just punch his feet and run away or something. Do some petty annoying shit.
Break his thumb and run away.
You've done that. Jumped off the bed and broke my thumb.
Stopped on your thumb.
No, you butt bashed.
That's right.
Broke your thumb with his ass.
But anyway, you played the beta, didn't you, Dean?
Hated it.
You hated it.
Nah, I didn't hate it. Look, the combat style was fun and all. It was just like
Getting
the matchmaking took way too long. Like it would take me, I don't know, up to 10, 15 minutes tops to find a match. And when I did, it was meant to be with players that were quote unquote the same skill level.
And it'd always be someone who'd been playing for like 12 hours straight, and you're like...
That's the thing, yeah. Because it would only count to skill level as in like tournament skill level. So like if you did like your ranked plays, and it would set you to that. So if someone's been playing casual play for ages and their ranked play is still at 0, but they're like
even think of that.
Yeah,
I never did casual.
and they're that good, like you would get fucked because they're like, oh, I didn't do any ranked play, and they like do all the combos and it would just be bullshit. And I thought it was just like, I don't know, maybe I forgotten some mechanics, and I went back to practice mode, and I was beating into the NPC, and it was just like all of the stuff that it taught me, I was like, no, I remember all of that. And so then I'd apply it to fights, and like I'd get close, I could knock out maybe 2 of their characters, and then their last one they'd just annihilate me. But like, I don't know, I feel like the matching was just really broken. Plus I didn't play any of the previous betas or alphas, so I was completely new to it. I wouldn't mind like getting it and playing it for myself, but
the thing is, I think like for me, because I had played the closed beta and I was playing the open beta, I'm used to people like hard. So I played the arcade mode, and it was pretty hard. Like it was difficult because I stayed on like the top rung, because arcade mode, like the better your grade, the higher you can stay on the rung, and the more difficult the computer is.
Right.
If you get a lower grade, it will take you down.
Right.
And I was used to hard stuff. I played the story. The only fight that had difficulty was like the last 2 fights. Like I beat the final boss super easy. I'm like, oh my god. Like it's mind-numbingly easy. You can just spam square over and over again. You win, basically. I didn't do that because I wanted to make it interesting. But the story's way too easy. I wish that did have difficulty levels. I think it is easy so that like Dragon Ball fans can just go through it.
And just
you don't need to be a technical fighter to be able to get the story.
But that's the thing. Like if they had a difficulty setting for that, like for the people that just wanted to see the story, they could just set it.
That's why, like Injustice, like after 2 defeats, it goes super easy. Like they just basically stand there after 2 defeats.
They're just like, oh well, we kind of need you to move on with the story. We don't want you to get frustrated and leave it. And after 2 wins, like it would boost it up. And you would have to keep going. So it was good to find where your skills were at.
I want to play online, but I run out of PlayStation Plus, so
rip.
And I don't have the money to up it. This is weird. There's this weird thing, because you know how it's all like the fighting stage thing. You go in, you go
like
to
for
your
the lobby
area. There's one section, the only section that doesn't do anything. You walk off to Master Roshi's house, nothing happened. Like,
Nothing.
No dude standing there. I'm like, what's going on here? I have a feeling that's going to be expanded on either with DLC or future updates. Because like it's just sitting there doing nothing. Like,
well, I saw it there and I thought it might be like a training thing, but then like they already had practice mode at King Kai, so I was just like,
it's nothing.
I was unsure.
Which means it's probably something else, or just cut content for now.
Just go, Nani?
But
no, I found it. Have they put it in English?
Yes.
Okay.
It was always in English. You could just go to the options. Yeah,
because I was playing in Japanese. It's like,
everyone
maybe they haven't done it yet.
No, it was always in the options.
Well, fuck.
Yeah. I played most of story mode in Japanese because I wanted to. And I'm like, I should test to see what the English voice acting is like. It's fine.
Fair enough.
Okay, I think we've talked about fighters enough. Do you guys want to talk about Fortnite and PUBG and what the hell's been going on there?
I'm very curious about the comparison.
So I don't know anything about what's been going on with Fortnite closing down its servers and giving people refunds. Do you? Okay, well then we won't talk about that.
Okay. I thought we were just comparing gameplay.
Yeah. So comparing gameplay, out of the two, which do you prefer, Dean?
PUBG.
PUBG?
Look, I played Fortnite before PUBG came out on Xbox, and like it was okay, but like also I don't know, it just the building aspect to me, it just kind of confused me a bit, and like I felt like some of the weapons were a bit OP. Like if someone came up to you with a shotgun, you're fucked.
You fucked, yeah.
Whereas I suppose with PUBG that also happens, but it's, I don't know, I feel like it's easier to survive in PUBG than it is to survive in Fortnite. Personally, for me anyway.
I find it the opposite.
Oh really?
I can quite often get into like the top 3s
in
Fortnite.
Yeah, right.
Because I have a tactic that I admittedly saw on the internet, but it's you basically stay at the edge of the storm,
Then
and
you
you
build
up, and then you just take
slowly
people
build
from
in.
the sky.
Yeah.
Build up.
Yeah. So you just hide in the storm. But even before I learned how to do that, because you need to farm materials for fucking ages to be able to do that. Yeah, like I didn't always do that. I did that for about like maybe 12 matches, and I was like, okay, this is getting kind of boring.
Yeah.
I'm just essentially playing the same game every time. Like it got boring. But in PUBG, I get a little bored sometimes because, you know, I play by myself. Like, I don't play with people online. And, like, I try to go on duo.
Oh, yeah.
Or squad or something like that. And PUBG is really a game where you need to communicate with people. And say, hey, we're going to drop in this area. Let's do it. And it's always some non-English speaking person. And you're like... or people who just straight up don't have a mic. And I'm like, why? Why the fuck are you doing this?
I mean, that's understandable. I've always had a group of Xbox friends to play games with, and we all got PUBG. So, like, if any of them are online and I want to play PUBG, I'll just say, hey, let's play PUBG, and they say, yep, and then we go on. Whether it be duo, squad of 3, or a full squad, like, someone will be on. And
just
so
message me. I'm gonna fucking play games.
I don't know. Like, this is when I was playing it. This is when you were working constantly.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And basically, as soon as you stopped working constantly, I was like, well, I have no spare time anymore.
It's always the way, but
Yeah. As soon as one person gets free time, another person's fucking packed to their eyeballs with shit to do.
do you know?
What?
Do you know?
About what?
The way.
Yeah.
Do you know the way is dead?
It's
Yeah.
dead.
Thank Christ for that.
I mean, it was a
It
funny
was
meme
funny.
while it lasted.
It was funny for like the first week and a half.
Yeah. And then it was like, okay, stop now.
Yeah.
People were like, but do you know the way? That
Because-
fucking Vegeta and you got
Yeah,
him
that
up
was
with
terrible.
that you, oh my
Did
God.
you see that Cell
Yes.
and Ugandan Knuckles?
Yes.
That was fucking shit.
It was all cancer.
But yeah,
Anyway, back to topic.
I find Fortnite to be is a little too much. The art style I appreciate. I like it. It glides better. There's a lot less lag for me, at least.
PUBG feels like Gary's mod.
Yes.
Basically.
I'm pretty sure it's partly based from that.
I have a feeling it might be.
Partly based, but yeah. It
The original creator, he made a battle royale. He goes by the name Player Unknown. That's why it's called
Player
Unknown.
Unknown.
And so he made a battle royale mode for DayZ, and then H1Z1, or the creators for that game, they asked him to come in and work on that project, and that's when that happened. And then he decided to make.
So it's just
PUBG.
a Dota all over again.
More or less,
Kind
yeah.
of,
Because Dota started off as a Warcraft 3 map,
Yeah.
and then they were like, we'll create our own game.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they did, and then League of Legends is like, we want to steal your idea.
Yep.
Make it free.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I find that Fortnite is too much with the building, the royale, the like how powerful the guns are. Like if the guns were a little weaker and the potions were a little bit more effective, because even if you have like a full 50, like a half a thing,
half a shield.
half a shield, you get shot at close range, you're still
Takes
fucked.
like 2 hits, yeah.
Yeah, you're fucked, and the shotguns aren't like shot, like reload, like or at least do the cock, and then shoot. It's just
Bang, bang. Yeah.
you're like, well, I am fucking dead.
Yeah, I prefer PUBG. I mean, I don't have any connection issues, so I'm unsure about that. But like when it comes to, I don't know. It's kind of more of the realism with it. I mean, with Xbox, the graphics aren't great, so like it's not fucking lifelike or anything. But
Yeah.
like there's
You
bullet
just
drop.
prefer the art style
Yeah.
of
Like
PUBG.
if I'm fighting in survival, I want it to look like.
There's something to
It's a
actually
survival
survive
game.
for.
Whereas
Yeah.
with Fortnite, it's just like, oh yeah, I can build these things with like materials that I've broken from a
That's the
truck.
thing, like even from watching Fortnite, it seemed too fantastical for a survival game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Just- it
I don't
doesn't
know if I
work as
buy
well.
into this.
Whereas with PUBG, like you get snipers and then you have scopes that like tell you the zeroing distance, and it'll tell you like, you know, fucking. You can see the bullet drop like you can in Battlefield 1 or any Battlefield really. And you know, like there's no wounds or anything. Like it's not to that extent.
Yeah,
But
it's not Max Payne 3.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
like, it's
but
still
no, I know
good.
what you're talking about. Like, it is nice to actually see, like, because I get the sniper in Fortnite sometimes, and you shoot, and you just see a white line exit the barrel, and that's it.
It's Halo.
And you're like, oh shit,
It is.
it is. It's fantastic.
It's meant to be the water vapor
It's-
from the sniper, but there's still no bullet drop, which
It's
is
just they don't animate it.
Yeah,
for
but
whatever
like,
reasons.
but in PUBG, it's a whole lot nicer to take a shot at someone, realize the bullet drops, aim a little higher, and then the rock they're hiding behind, the bullet just kind of falls on them.
I just love the fucking blood splatter as well.
And then,
Like
yeah,
you just see this person in the distance, you take a shot, and then it's just like red mist. It's like aha, you're fucked.
you just get this sniper, and you're just like, okay, first shot, fuck, that didn't work. You just aim to like appropriately, because you know, if you know how to snipe, you know how to snipe. It's hard to explain. So you just aim a little higher, and then you just shoot them, and then red mist, and then collapse. It's fucking beautiful. Whereas,
It's a good feeling.
Whereas in Fortnite, you kill someone, they kind of just fizzle out of existence.
Oh.
And their loot just
And they-
drops on the ground.
Their loot doesn't, but it's not in a nice, neat box like PUBG. It just fucking explodes everywhere like Minecraft.
Yeah, I was just thinking Minecraft.
And I'm
the
like-
beginning of the-
It's so dangerous to get what you want
Yeah.
too, because you run there, and like it explodes in like a light of blue or green or
and
purple.
other people can see.
So if you've shot someone, it's not a neutral tone box that's fallen. It's a fucking fireworks alerting
It's a beacon,
anyone
yeah.
around you that you fucking killed someone. And they're like, well, time to kill the person who was inevitably going to sprint for the fucking loot.
That's an interesting game design.
It's fucking shit
I
game
know.
design. Interesting is the word for bad.
No, it's interesting because it does create that, like, do I go for the loot or not? Whereas PUBG, you're like, you earned that loot, come pick it up.
No, but even then, like,
Yeah,
if
people
you
are
hear a
like,
shot and then like, you know,
Yeah, true.
you see someone running into this building, they're gonna sit there like crouched down, looking at this thing for I don't know, a minute,
Yeah.
and that's your minute to get in there and put a shotgun to their head.
And then get all of the loot from 2 people.
Unless someone takes your idea.
And then
does
they
exactly
get all
what
the
you
loot
just
from
tried.
3 people.
Yep.
How to
Anything
win
else?
at PUBG.
And then someone wins.
I just generally think PUBG is a better game.
Yeah, I'm with PUBG all the way. Like
Yeah.
I'll play Fortnite if someone asked me to play Fortnite with them, I'd be like, yeah.
You
okay,
wouldn't
I'll
be
play
like-
a couple matches.
You wouldn't be like, no, get PUBG, faggot.
Yeah, but
You'd
then
be
after a
like,
while, I'd
no.
probably be like, all right, this is kind of shit. Like,
Yeah.
we should play PUBG.
I do want PUBG, but I don't have an Xbox and my PC shit.
Yeah, PUBG's fun.
Well, it's coming to PlayStation eventually.
Eventually, who knows when that's
I think they're gonna do it once. They said something about when Xbox catches up to where PC is.
Okay, that could be never.
They'll never have an okay.
Basically,
PC Master Race.
basically
okay?
they've just got to match, like put a few more weapons in and bring the new map in, and then
Does the
They're
PC
basically
already have
got-
the new map?
yeah, they've got.
Ah,
that,
okay.
yeah. So yeah, once Xbox gets all that, their right to release it for PlayStation.
Hopefully, it's just copy pasted over more or less. 'Cause that'd be
Pretty
good. Yeah.
The PlayStation version won't be caught up to the PC.
No, I mean,
It'll
like
be
that,
you'll get it as the same way Xbox got it. It's just the one map.
well, the
No,
weapons-
it'll be
exactly
whatever
the same?
Xbox has. Yeah.
Hopefully, because like Xbox to PlayStation's real easy to convert.
They would just have to reconfigure the controls.
Which
and,
you
like,
don't
whatever
even need to.
back-end
You just
shit.
need to re-graphic the controls because the controls still the
PUBG on
same.
Switch.
It could work.
Could do it.
Like
It could work, but you should not.
if it can run. Oh, there's some weird game coming to it.
If a plane that's got a hole in its wing gets in the air, are you gonna fly it?
In PUBG, yeah.
That's not what I meant.
I can't fly normal planes, so
Exactly, you avoid it. It shouldn't be happening.
Sorry, are you
It
gonna be
shouldn't
a passenger in it while someone else flies it? Are you happy?
no. Yeah, I'm happy, but no, I'm not going to do that.
No, there you go.
Anything else? You good?
No, I'm
No.
good.
Alrighty
It was a
then.
mini rant, but it was a rant.
So let's move on.
Oh fuck, we got more topics.
One more thing. This one's pretty quick.
God damn it.
Unless Kyron wants to go on for a bit. But the future of the Amalgam channel.
Oh no.
What's going to happen? So, you going to make your announcement?
I'm leaving.
Bye. Let's go.
No,
That's it. No.
I'm moving away from Brisbane.
Let's give away our location.
Now they're gonna find us.
Oh no.
Come find us. By the time this By the time this airs, we won't have moved. I'm not gonna give away.
I was gonna say, don't give them the address.
No one watches it anyway.
Yeah, that was my next thing I was gonna say.
Fuck. Yeah, but
Sad reality.
Don't give no one our address.
I'll tell you where Nathaniel lives. Go to the new studio. I'm joking. So yeah, I'll be moving away. I'll be on the shows still. I'll just be a disembodied head and on Skype.
Or a voice. Or
Hopefully a disembodied head.
Yeah.
Depending on if we do a fire duck again.
Well, you guys can do a fire duck, and I'll just be sitting in the corner.
Those episodes are going to happen. Shit.
Those episodes are gonna be like, there's gonna be nothing happening, and there's just gonna be my face being like, playing for a minute, and then being like, start talking. I just realized our camera just went out, so no one's even gonna see what I just did. I love this show.
Shall I
Fucking
narrate?
hell. Yeah. But yeah, that's really about it.
So,
We're gonna have a few more changes as well.
yeah, like we are, like the Dragon Ball Super discussions for the immediate future will still be hosted by Kyron. We're going to do a couple of tests to see if he can still host effectively as a Skype host.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes. And then we'll also be moving studios, quote unquote, to Nathaniel's place. And that place is great because it has carpet, so no echo, and aircon, so we're not sweating. I'm
Yay!
excited. Keep looking at the camera, but it's not there. It's like a ghost.
Yeah. It's like,
It's like you got to talk to your pet, but it's dead.
Oh god!
Righto, fucking Norman Bates.
Yeah, that's never
Jesus
fucking happened.
Christ.
It happened to me.
That's never happened to
What the
me.
fuck?
Like all of our dogs have died. Like, hey dog, oh you're not. Oh fuck.
How often do you talk to your pets?
Oh, we went through a couple real quickly. It was just the time,
I suppose.
and then like they were
I
old.
suppose.
No, one got run over, one got stuff.
Bitten by
Bitten
a snake.
Oh, I forgot you had that little dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh, you had like another dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a bunch of dogs, dude.
I remember those
We had one
dogs.
get cataract.
Oh, and you had other dogs?
No, like I can picture them. I just can't remember their name. One started with S, didn't it?
Yeah, squiggly.
You got bitten by the snake.
It started with this.
And then the other
It
one.
had a
was
letter
Fluffy.
in it.
Bandit.
Yeah.
He got run over.
And then you got the two dogs.
Yeah.
It was a
Buddy and
vow.
Teddy, who were the
Dumbest little shits.
awesome dogs. So, Dragon Ball Super is ending. No, we discussed this last week.
Yes.
In about 2 months. The working title at the moment is World of Dragon Ball, where we'll discuss the Dragon Ball content outside of we'll do the first episode planned is the animes. That might be a two-parter, depending on how long I ramble for.
Yeah.
And then after that, we'll go into the manga. Like I want to do Dragon Boy and the Adventures of Tong Po. I think that's what it's called. Like the precursors to Dragon Ball, and then from there we'll do like the movies, the TV specials.
Yeah.
The like Toyotaro.
Basically,
manga.
random things to do with Akira and things relating to
Akira
Dragon.
Toriyama. Akira is another anime and manga series.
Akira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Akira
It's a
Toriyama.
very acclaimed series.
Akira Toriyama's Dragon World is that
Yeah.
what we're calling it so far?
I don't know what we're gonna call it. We'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
We'll just call it Dragon World or something.
Dragon World Z.
Dragon World Super.
Shenron's Realm.
Dragon Ball
Shenron's
Worlds.
Realm.
Dragon Ball Heroes. No.
Oh.
Dragon Ball
Excuse me.
Zeros.
That's a thing.
Oh,
Or
really?
just the 1-0, I think.
Zeros, but with a Z.
No, Zero was the name of the Harmony Gold dub Goku.
Of Goku, yeah.
With Whiskers the Wonder Cat.
Oh, right.
We'll talk about that in that episode, the first episode. But, so yeah. Yeah, I'm currently writing like the first 3 or 4 episodes. It's 2 months away, but I'm going to be starting uni around then, so I want to get some
Yeah.
pre-production on that done.
And after tonight, after we wrap up here, we're actually going to go set up the new studio.
Yeah, I'm
Sing
excited to do
goose.
that, even if it is 9 o'clock. It, whatever, time is irrelevant.
To us right now it is, not to you.
But yeah, no.
So is that
Anything you want to talk about for the future? You're excited? You're scared? You can't wait for Econ?
I'm excited for Let's Plays, if we can do them.
Yeah.
Also, Dean is also moving out. So,
Yeah, but I'll still be in Brisbane.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Dean will be around still, so he'll still be in the podcast. It'll be great.
That's irrelevant.
It's like a little bit relevant. It may not mean you're coming as often, because here you're here.
Yeah, but like, the only reason I wouldn't go there is like, if, I don't know, I have
Money
work
or-
the next
yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Or, yeah.
for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Like work at 6, I mean.
Or you
not
ran
like-
out of fuel or something like that.
Yeah, or that, yeah. But, I mean, that wouldn't really be a concern too much.
If there are any other changes, we will let you guys know.
We'll keep you posted. But if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our Dragon Ball Super discussion and our Pizza Time episode 9. We forget our lore. It will be up on Friday.
Episode 11.
Yes.
11.
It is late.
11.
Yes. Online. No. If you have any question for the show, please comment below or email us at.
amalgamshow@gmail.com.
And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Click that bell if you want it ASAP. And if you dislike the video, click that dislike button twice.
Well, dislikes don't matter.
It still puts you in the algorithms.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't affect us in any way. It still promotes the video.
I know, exactly. That's why I don't care. Well, I have to
Yeah, but if you got a bad
Yeah.
ratio, you still have it won't pass peer review,
True.
Yeah.
which is bad.
So
Which
if you
means-
don't like it, press it 3 times. Or once.
just press it at least twice.
Do whatever you want.
True. Do whatever you want. Don't even do anything. We don't care. Until next time. Catch you guys later. Bye. And sorry for the fire duck.
Fire duck.